Hello, it's Karen here from Cake Coach Online and live from London. So today I want to tell you a little story. Oh look, I've got a shadow on my face. Look. That's because the sun's come out. It's normally rain. Anyway, um, I want to tell you a story about a cake customer who decided that she knows best. And what do you do when you're faced with a difficult customer? Basically, this lady ordered a three-tier cake and matching cupcakes. Well, all's well and good. But of course, what happened was the cake decorator decided that she would go off and do her estimate, which she duly did, like we all do. And of course, when she presented the price, guess what happened? What normally happens? Say it along with me. Oh, that's too expensive, right? What do you do with these bargain hunting customers, right? So the lady said, that's all right, we can take one of the layers off the top of the cake, right? Well, she'd already decided what she wanted on this here three-tier cake. So actually, it would just have looked ridiculous just to make this sort of much more stumpy cake. So the cake decorator wasn't happy. And the thing is, a lot of the customers, a lot of my customers, didn't actually have any clue about colours, design, no artistic bent whatsoever. Drove me nuts, basically. But the piece of resistance was this customer said, that's all right, I'll go and buy some cupcakes from the shop and you can ice those. Excuse me? Right. Really? Seriously? Seriously? So I thought about that. I thought, well, that's hilarious because that's a bit like going to the hairdresser and saying, I'll tell you what, I'll bring my own shampoo, right? And I'm not going to pay you the full price because I didn't have your shampoo, you know? It's just absolutely mad. Or I was thinking about other people that where they don't get people haggling. And I was thinking about, well, maybe beauty therapists, they have their price in the window, or maybe they're a travelling one or whatever, but they have a price list and it says for a manicure, X amount of pounds or dollars. And nobody would dream of going, oh, I tell you what, just can you just paint half of my nails and I'll just give you half the money? And then on top of that, just to wind me up even further, hairdressers and possibly manicurists then get a tip on top. As a cake decorator, have you ever had a tip? No, I didn't think so because I don't think anybody's ever paid a tip. Okay, so explain to me why, because I would love to know. Answers in the comments below. Have you ever had a tip? And why do manicurists and hairdressers deserve tips and cake decorators don't? That's going to be another rant for me. So actually, I think the girl was so um, bowled over by the request. I think she agreed to do something, and she'd actually put this comment on Facebook, which was like, "I can't believe I've actually agreed to do this." And of course, everybody was writing and saying, "No, you shouldn't be icing other, shop bought cupcakes. Apart from anything else, think about all the allergens. You don't actually now know what's even in them." And what if there was something in them and you then pass them over to your customer and there was a problem with it because somebody came along with allergens and you hadn't made the whole thing, you didn't know what was in it. So it's very, very dodgy. So yeah, I would steer well away from that. And the lady had already taken on basically having to do it. But my advice to that is find customers who are willing to pay and pay your prices. And that is it, basically having the confidence. And today I decided to ask a few people what were they struggling with cake decorating, even if they're a hobby or they're somebody that charges for their cakes. So we had a whole list of clues here: was having the space to store everything, balancing the price and earning money, friends and family expecting you to make stuff for free. Well, there you go. Dealing with people with stupid questions, expressing my design ideas, making time for admin. That's another big one. Um, Having time for the messages that come in all times of the night, and then worrying that if you don't reply really quickly, then you'll lose the contract because they just go to somebody else. Um, Not being able to draw, keeping up with social media, customers being late picking up their cakes, and therefore you have to wait in for the entire day. There's a whole load of business ideas. There's even more if you're thinking about just baking and the hobby of baking and cake decorating, etc. So the good news is I've popped in today just to tell you quickly that we have got are opening the doors to our cake circle next Monday, and that is the what date is it? 24th of May, and be around our membership and Paul the that's Ash dropping out of the internet connection. I'm so sorry about that. So I'm here, I'm going now. Bye.